Hey guys, I wanted to jump on today and talk a little bit about transhumanism. As some of you may know, I'm currently writing a book about the topic. I have an interest in technology and our relationship to it. Obviously, I use technology. I'm on a phone right now. I like to use social media. I like to keep in touch with my friends that way. I like to look through Instagram and look at all the astrology posts and the pretty crystal posts and all that. I enjoy it. I just think it's really important that we know who is in charge of the agenda, what they're up to, and why they're introducing what they're introducing. And we need to set pretty strong boundaries around what we're going to allow. So yeah, I'm not against technology. I just feel like the technology should be safe for our biological systems, and I do not think it's a good idea to merge biological systems with technology. Technology should be here to assist us to live better lives. It shouldn't control or enslave us, right? So I just wanted to point a couple things out. I've been noticing about how the subtle ways that transhumanism is being introduced. I already talked in a previous video about how if you go to a Whole Foods, you can pay with your palm for your groceries. So that's one way where they're like, hey, like it's, much more convenient. You don't need to bring all your stuff. It's all right in your body. They're going to sell it to you that way, like super cool future. And I have noticed, and this is all just happening like in the past few years. I went to a concert last fall and I was like, I can't print out my ticket. They make you they want everything. Ticketmaster wants to be on your phone. Everybody wants to be on your phone, but like that's not enough for them. They want in your body next. But I was like, gross. I have to download this app to my phone to go to a concert now. I didn't like it. And today I had decided, why don't I stop? I was out running my errands and I was like, why don't I stop by this restaurant in Hollywood that I like that I hadn't been to in a few years? And I was grossed out to find out that you now have to like scan your phone to get their digital menu. They don't have the paper menus anymore. And they're going to act like, oh, that's about climate and moving forward and futuristic and all that. But really what it's about is they want all your data. They want to know where you're at, what you're doing at all times. So it's more about like the government being creepy and stalking you or whoever, wherever that information is going. They want to know your every move and they want to know your every step. And so right now it's the phone, but the next step is that they want in your body. They want to be able, and they say this openly. I mean, this information is out there. They talk about it at the World Economic Forum meetings. And just look at how many companies are involved with the World Economic Forum, and it's basically everybody, and they're controlling a lot of politicians. If any politicians are associated with them, they're the beast system. Like, that's the beast system for sure. So yeah, they used to use the control system, the beast system, however you want to refer to them. Back hundreds, thousands of years ago, they used the church as their control system. They would, maybe you've heard of the colonizers, and they blame it all on white people. Well, it's the church. It was the control system. It wasn't a whole race of people. It was just the main people doing it happened to have that skin color, and it became associated as a divide and conquer tactic with all people, and now they're just creating more racism, but that's another topic. But anyway, the control system used to use religion. They would come in, were in places where people were expanding their consciousness. People like had all the shamanism practiced throughout the world, the pagan religions of Europe. They came in, took over, said, you're not going to do this anymore. You're going to do things our way. Okay. So that's how it was done back then. Flash forward to the modern day, and it's like religion's not that important to them. What's important to them, now we have all this technology, and what can be done with that technology is both amazing in a good way and also very scary if we don't keep it in check and set boundaries on who's controlling it and what they're doing with it. And so now, instead of colonizing your religion, they want to colonize your entire body. They want to put things in your body that will connect you to the cloud, the servers, and they can read your thoughts, monitor your body systems, influence you. Maybe you've heard of voice to skull technology. And do you think it's any coincidence that they're putting out 5G, the millimeter waves, at the same time as they're, wanting to put stuff in people's bodies? So that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, and another thing, on the newer computers and phones, have you noticed also, now there's this push for them, like, they don't want you thinking for yourself. They're trying to subtly train us to be told everything and to not think or reason for ourselves. And so there's, you may have noticed in society, like, oh, you don't believe what they say on the mainstream news? Are you some kind of nut? Like, they don't want people, they shame people who think and question things because they just want you to accept what you're told. They're trying to turn us into a race of robots instead of conscious beings. That's what's going on. And if you don't believe me, you should read Joe Biden's executive order on biotechnology that he put out in like November, because it's pretty creepy. But that's what's going on. So you'll notice if you're like typing something on the newer computers or phones, it'll try to finish your sentence for you or fill in the word. And it's like, oh, it's just AI, like helping you like a tool. But I feel like they're trying to get you used to being fed the information instead of using your own free will to say what you're going to say. So I just want you guys to kind of notice these things and pick up on it like I do. And so we can just kind of resist the changes that are not so good. Like, for example, today at the restaurant, maybe I'm a little extreme because I'm into this stuff, but I refused to scan the menu, but luckily, I like that place and I knew what I wanted. But, and it was super expensive too. Like the prices went up too. That was another terrible thing. But anyway, that's my little story for the day. I just want you guys to just notice what's going on, and I don't want to scare you because it's like, do you think that these like dweeby people at the World Economic Forum are really powerful, compared to 8 billion other people? No. We just need to know what they're doing and shut them down. So that's it. If you guys want to learn more, you can read my previous book, sign up for my newsletter, visit my shop and all that by going to my website, woowoowomen.com, WUWUwomen.com, and I hope you guys have a good day.